Hello, fellow travelers!
Hello.
It's Neil here.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is
To
Traveling
Traveling
Tour TV. Guess what? It is Wednesday evening.
Yes.
And we are now live at the new time.
It's 9 our time. Right
yes.
Now.
So
we'll
see how this goes. The reason why we changed it is because we feel that the previous time was not that convenient for many of our fellow travelers. So we changed it to Wednesday at 9 p.m. EDT, that is. Mm-hmm. And we're going to see how this is going to go for a while. And if it is indeed better for our fellow travelers, then we're going to stick with it. All right, let's have a look who is in the house right off the bat with us. I see Traveling with Nick P is in the house. Screw the first, I'm going to type it again here. All right. He says, 1 week from right now, I will be at St. Paul Union Depot getting ready to depart on my 33-day, 33 states and 15,000-mile train adventure across America.
Oh, my gosh.
That is so incredible, Nick. We know how much you're looking forward to that, and rightfully so, of course. So we are expecting the necessary vlogs and the occasional pictures. And yeah, I am aware you plan on keeping that all at one central point on social media, which is, of course, perfectly fine. Because with a trip like that, you are going to have so much footage and so many photos, without a doubt, to post them in every single community you're a member of.
That's all you will get done doing.
Exactly. So that makes total sense. So that train trip, he adds, is in celebration of turning 30 on the 16th of next month. Awesome, awesome. Meg W in the house. Good evening to you, Meg. Good to have you with us tonight. And here is the Duchess of Drinks. Hola, TTT, and everyone. Well, hello to you, Megan. You have the honor of being the first moderator in the house tonight. So let's get that clip out here.
What'd you do with it?
It's here somewhere. There, I found it. Here we go. From the state of Kentucky, it's our Duchess of Drinks once again tuning in for our International Travelers Hangout. Welcome back. Travel Adventures with Eric B. Also joining us once again. Hello, fellow travelers. He says, well, hello to you, Eric, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I see also JNS Adventures.
Hi.
Good evening to you. Thank you so much for being here. I see some meetings and some greetings going on in the chat.
Good.
That's always good. It is 8:01 p.m. where Nick is. It is an hour later here. Here it is. We're on Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time.
I don't know which it is right now.
EDT. That's what it's supposed to be. So, Cheryl and Ed. Oh, hey guys, good to see you. How are you? And Dan Zulz. Hello there, Dan. Welcome back. And Paul Vines also joining us. Hello, Paul. Glad to have you on board tonight. And I see Jamestown Baseball Commissioner in the house. I think we know this guy.
Yes, we do.
This is, of course, who else but our Jeffrey Resendez from Rhode Island. Welcome. Let's see here. Tyrannical Mystery Covers is back. Hello there. Thank you so much for being here once again. And Eric says that there is no perfect time without being on at the same time as someone else. I usually watch Monarch Moments at this time, and some usually watch the Ship Show, but I like this time. Well, hey, that was brought to our attention later on that the Ship Show was also among the ones, and this time slot, like I said before, can make everyone happy. But yeah, so be it. Let's see here. Duchess noting that our Jeffrey has changed his name to Jamestown Baseball Commissioner. Nice. More meetings and greetings. Hey, there's our Anthony. Hello there, my friend. Welcome in. Let's play that clip for you. Here we go. Right. Oh, I thought I saw it right there. What are you doing? Okay, this is not a night owl, you know.
I know, but it's evening.
Oh, gee. Well, that is one thing I didn't bear in mind when picking this time. Anyways, Anthony Simone, welcome back once again here in our International Travelers Hangout, our moderator. What else am I seeing here?
Woo!
Anthony says, no ship show for me. I have an issue with someone in the chat there in their live. Oh, I'm
Aw.
sorry to hear that. Ronnie and Elma from the Woo crew. Welcome in, now friends from North Kakalaki, as Ronnie always says.
Paul wants to go to Mexico.
Yeah, I see the travel cry for Mexico
Let's go to
in the chat.
Mexico.
Yeah, we have been talking about it, but it doesn't seem like there are a lot of fellow travelers available to make it. So that is not a trip I'm thinking is going to happen this year. Maybe next year at some point, but for this year, I highly doubt it. Next says, Neil, is Kim this weird off of the camera messing with you, or is it just on a camera thing? It's all in good fun, and I find it hilarious on here. Yeah, this is Kimberly's default mode. You have to understand, Nick, whether the camera is on or
weird.
off, these things happen in my daily life.
Yeah.
And I've grown sort of used to it, but not quite, even after all those years of marriage, because some things you just are really hard to get used to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. Keep your finger out of my ear. Hey, look, Heather from Texans Who Travel. Hi, Neil, Kimberly. Hope all is well excited about the new time. Fantastic. Yeah, we are under the understanding that a lot of fellow travelers are actually quite enthusiastic about the new time that we chose. Like I said before, we can't make everybody happy, so it is what it is. But it seems like the majority is happy with the new time, so that is what we're going to go by. Anthony says that he can use a Mexico trip right now.
Yes.
Well, who can't, right? I mean, is there ever really a bad time to go to Mexico? I mean, and me and Kimberly, we're missing Mexico at this point.
We are.
So there's definitely, I think, next year at some point, we will be headed there once again. March 4.
Mexico.
It says Eric. Nice. Tyrannical Mystery Covers asking how everyone is doing. Dan is asking Mexico March.
Okay.
Well, we'd have to see what's going to be going on by then. Originally, we planned on maybe throwing in a trip to Mexico in the remainder of this year. That seems to become quite difficult. So for many fellow travelers, so we decided to kind of hold off on that for now. But hey,
March sounds good.
You know us here at To Travel and Tour. We do not cancel trips.
No.
We only postpone.
Yeah.
So that trip to Mexico is going to happen at some point. We're just not exactly sure when. Max says, Neil, you knew what you were getting into.
He did.
Yeah, I did. I'll admit. Let's see here. Nick is also enthusiastic about the new time. He says it will help me pass the time before I board the train next Wednesday night. I'm not excited at all to go on that
not
train.
at all. I can
not
tell.
One
I can't.
bit.
I mean, he looks almost upset about it.
I know, right?
I know.
Almost. Yeah. Let's see here. Cheryl and Ed are saying we would prefer the new time to start at 8 p.m. EST for us at least. Okay. I see. Let's see here. Troy Stansel in the house. Even if it's an Amsterdam trip sounds great to me. I bet it does, Troy.
Actually, we're doing that for Christmas. Hopefully.
Yeah, that is the plan. Hey guys, before I continue down with the comments here, because good thing we're getting a lot in. I see we're almost up to 20 people in the chat, and that after just 10 minutes of time.
Yeah, that's good.
That is a good sign. That means that we seem to be choosing the right new time. And if you haven't done so yet, we cordially invite you to hit those thumbs up for us.
That really helps.
Yes, and we could certainly use those. So please help us out that way, and be sure you are a fellow traveler.
Yeah.
Meaning, if that red button down there is still red, flip it to gray, if you will, with the notification bell on, because we have gotten back into the habit again of having a premiere every Sunday and Monday. And by having a premiere every Sunday and Monday, we now have something new going on our channel every other day at least. So Wednesday at 9 is a live stream. Then the Friday night at 11 is the Night Owl edition. Then on Sunday and on Monday you have premieres. And then 2 days later, we're back to the Wednesday again. So yes, by having that notification bell on, you'll be among the first ones to be notified whenever we have something new. So Net are saying that they would actually have preferred 8 because they're getting old and tired at 9. Okay, well, luckily you're not that tired tonight. So
yeah, we're glad to see you.
That's good. That's good. Hey, Sean and Ilana, representing Australia in our chat tonight.
Having some lunch.
Good day, good day. That's right. It is lunchtime out there in Australia. So enjoy your lunch, and thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Here's Rob from Cruising on the High Seas. Hola, no ship show for me either. Too many issues. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's the second one pointing that out. We don't know what's going on out there.
We're glad to have you here.
And we're not going to get between that anyway. So we're just going to focus on our own live stream. That's what we're here for. You. So yeah, we're glad to have you here with us. Let's have a look here. Dan says either Mexico or Mexican Riviera cruise for us in March for sure.
Okay.
So Dan hellbent on making it to Mexico. Awesome. Hey, there's our foodie in the house, cooking with Q and more. Stopping through to say hello. Well, that's always appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Big shout out to you. And if you wish to share with us what you're cooking today, please do, because as you may know, good travelers are good foodies. You cannot really travel and not enjoy good food because you're going to another country, and we always like to sample the food they have over there. So let us know.
And even in different regions within the United States.
Yes, and we have noticed that, particularly now that we have gone to the Southwest too.
Well, we had been out to Denver before, and I really fell in love with green chili sauce.
Yeah, but within the Southwest is what I'm saying. There's like more than one cuisine going.
Definitely.
Yeah. So yes, in the Denver you have the green chili that's really big.
Yeah.
And then in like Arizona and Utah, it is more so the Navajo bread.
Yeah.
Navajo fried bread, which you can eat either sweet or savory, depending on what you're in the mood for. Oh boy. Sean and Alana with some major news here about Australia. We go into parole at 11:59 tonight. Can't wait. Oh my goodness. So what we have understood from Sean and Ilana is that Australia has been rather, how shall I put it? On the edge when it comes to new COVID cases. So as soon as there is like a handful, then the whole country goes back into lockdown and everyone behind bars pretty much. That is also why, very fittingly, Sean and Ilana, if you have watched the live streams lately, have been sitting behind bars. In their background, they've actually been using that. It's hilarious. It's not really funny, but it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Cooking with Q and more is giving us a thumbs up. That is very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And Nick is asking, Sean, are you getting an ankle bracelet? That's funny. Let's see here. I see Cooking with Q and more is getting greeted here by Tyrannical Mystery Covers. Very good. Yes, and that's right, guys. Whenever you do see someone pop in the chat, please be sure you acknowledge them, say hi to them. Here at To Travel and Tour, we want everyone to feel welcome, of course.
And included.
But due to the large amount of comments we go through, odds are you will get to them before we do. So please say hi to them. All right, then... looks like we got our customary troll in the house. Awesome. Yeah. That means that they are giving us a little bit of watch time, so the joke is on them. That's perfectly okay. Cooking with Q and more says, you're welcome. And they cook lamb chops.
Ooh, I love lamb chops.
We do like lamb chops for sure. So did you kind of like them then like in a Greek style? Or
on a grill?
How did you prepare them? Did you grill them? How did you prepare them? Eric says, I have only been to ships live stream once after all this issue. I'm curious what's going on over there. You know what? Why am I not surprised that this is a comment coming from Eric? He usually kind of like looks at things from the other side, like the flip side of things. So, oh boy. Travel Mystery Covers has posted some of the crocheting on the channel.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay.
Great.
Good deal. And Cheryl Net are saying, did you guys sail on the Carnival Miracle to Alaska at the same time as Sparrow DJ?
No.
We did not see them. So I don't think we did. When did we go again? Was in September at some point. Yeah. Wasn't it?
Ronnie, when did we go?
Maybe Ronnie remembers. Yeah, but it was in September. I don't think we ran into them or anything. All right, and then we are all caught up here. Okay, so there was a topic we wanted to discuss.
There is?
Not again. You know.
What topic?
Seriously?
Yeah. What topic? If you remind me, maybe I know something about it.
The problem is I don't remember either.
Like you tried to push it all on me. Look at her. She doesn't. And he has no idea what he's talking about.
Well, I do remember there was a topic.
Yeah, what was it?
We were talking about it earlier. It just doesn't come to me right now.
No, doesn't it?
No. So for once, I was banking on
just
you.
Just once?
Usually I remember. Just not tonight for some reason.
I don't know.
Did it have something to do with international traveling?
I don't know.
You're not helping.
No, I'm not. I don't remember.
So basically what you're telling me is that you're sitting here to poke in my ears and give me weird looks.
Yes.
That's all you're sitting here for.
Yes.
Oh, okay, before you know it, this is going to turn into another night owl.
Maybe.
No, we're not doing that.
I have two words.
No.
Can you put them in a sentence?
No. Absolutely not.
Why
not? No, not on the Wednesday
but
edition.
It's okay.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Look at
Absolutely
it. We're not doing this.
Not.
No, it's not part of the schedule.
No, we're not doing this. I'm just going to go back to the comments. But yes, thank you for your help and your suggestions. We appreciate that. All right, let's see here. MacW actually remembers that
I know what
was
it is.
Actually a few weeks behind them. Well, what was it?
I know what it is. Okay. Now, if you ordered the at-home tests for the for COVID, the ones that you can do yourself before you go on a cruise ship, you know, the kind that have the, you know, you have to have.
That's right, the expiration date.
Well, yeah, but you have to have it with a doctor online or a person
doctor on demand,
like a doctor on demand or whatever,
something like that.
But through their app, and that's all good. But they, you know how like they were expiring really fast, and all of a sudden people are like getting them and like, hey, wait a minute, in under a month it was expired. This is crazy. Now double check with the ones that you got and double check with the company. But on that med, whatever it is that you can order them from, they're saying that they are extending, that they got approval to extend the expiration dates by 3 months. So that might be something you might want to check. At least that's what I read. So check on yours and check yourself. And because if you're thinking that it might be expired, it might still be good.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. Jeffrey says, I can post something about the Jamestown baseball commissioner in your Facebook group. All right. Well, Jeffrey, we very much appreciate your sunset pictures. That's at least somewhat travel related. But as far as baseball is concerned, that is not exactly what our community is about. So, but anything travel related, perfectly cool. Even if it is in your own area, because remember, your hometown is someone else's travel destination. So that's one of the things we say here to Travel and Tour. Anthony says, thank you so much, Kim. I needed this laugh tonight. Good. That's what we're here for, crossing laughter. Eric says, the topic is Mexico in March. Okay. So just like Dan, Eric is in favor. Okay. I tell you guys what. So apparently there is interest in Mexico, just not for this particular time. But March might be an option for some fellow travelers. Okay.
Beginning of March or end of March?
So everyone, for everyone that wants to come to Mexico, please send us a message, like one way or another, email to
The best way
travelandtour@gmail.com
to
or
do-
direct message Kimberly.
Message me.
Yeah.
Okay, don't send it to Travel.
Oh, okay. All right.
Instant message me on the Facebook.
You prefer that?
Yes,
Okay.
it's easier. And that way I can look and we can go back and forth and
Yeah.
we can get something maybe put together.
That way too, it gives us a little bit of a clue as to who would be available when.
Right.
And then we just are going to go probably by whenever most fellow travelers
Yeah.
are able to go. So that is how we plan on doing that. Kenny Oaks in the house. Hey, Kenny. Thank you so much for being here once again. Welcome back. Nathan Rita, what's up? What's up with you?
Nathan.
Big shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Tyrannical Mystery Covers. Excuse me, says 2 words, Egyptian mythology. Well, I don't think we have done an Egypt edition yet. So you're giving us an idea for this coming Friday. Anthony says, I saw Kim and Neil forgetting what they say. Yeah, I know, right? Brilliant, isn't it? Nick says, I'm glad I don't have to take a test for my train trip. Seems like a pain in the butt just to be able to travel, having to do that. It is.
It is, but you know what? We're willing because we want to travel. So we have been, this whole thing with COVID and how we've watched things change over the last almost 2 years at this point, from not being allowed to go anywhere to Mexico opening, and yay, Mexico. And at that point, you could come back to the United States and not test. And then they put in the testing right before Palace Peninsula when we were going there.
Yeah.
That you had to be tested to come back. And then everybody's saying, oh my gosh, it's going to be $7,000 a person, and none of which was true. And then the resort stepped up and started doing the testing, a lot of them. And it was either free or very low cost. And so it became okay. And we've been doing that since. And the whole idea of testing before we get on a cruise. Now, the thing with the cruises is we're testing before we get on the cruise. But since it's domestic travel within the United States, you don't have to test when you get off the cruise. So it's like you're always getting tested, either getting on or getting off. So it's just what it is.
Kenny says, hello to everyone that is saying hello to me in the chat. I am typing through a tablet, and that's why I'm not taking everyone one by one. Thank you so much for letting everyone know. All good. Troy says he had a home medical test once. It said if I didn't stop choking my chicken, my tennis elbow will never heal.
It's not night out, Troy! Troy!
Oh, that's hilarious. Nick says, taking tests to be able to travel and having to deal with crossing an international border right now is why I indefinitely postponed any international travel of my own. Yeah.
I can understand.
That is also for the same reason. That's how we ended up postponing our trip to the Netherlands.
Well, they were getting crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when on a government website, it says that even while en route, the rules and regulations can change. Yeah. How are you supposed to know what you're supposed to be doing then?
You don't know by the time you get off the plane what you're walking into. We are gonna do it.
You might be fine before you board the plane, and then after you exit the plane, all of a sudden you're in violation of all these rules. How does that make any sense? Doesn't. Sherry Awesome Sunsets. Hello there. What's going on? Thank you so much for coming with us here tonight. Nick says, I hope to go back to another country someday, but don't know when. Time will tell. Time will tell. Tranquil Mystery Cover says that they're not feeling well. Well, what's later? Take care. I'm sorry to hear that, but hey, thank you so much for popping by. At least we appreciate that. So rest well and get better soon. Whole bunch of meetings and greetings there. Good deal, good deal. All right. Well, I think it's that time, Kimberly. What do you think?
I don't know. What time is it?
Yeah, this one.
I don't know.
Well, you know they're there.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, those 30-some people that end up watching our live stream after everything is said and done.
I think some of them are here now.
They might be.
I don't think I've said hello to 21 people.
So this is for all you lurkers. That's right, that's right. To all you lurkers out there, a moment of appreciation for you. We know you're watching our content.
And we appreciate
And we
you.
appreciate you for it. Absolutely. So if you feel like coming out of the shadows, just even if it is for a split second, please do so
Say
now
hello.
so we can say hello to you and acknowledge you. If not, that is fine too. But know that we appreciate your support for our channel. Let's have a look here. Nick here says, I was interested learning from you, Neil, that Aqueduct that I posted in your group is commonplace in the Netherlands. Never seen water going over a road like that before. Yes. So what Nick is referring to here was a picture that he shared in the To Travel and Tour community. And the picture featured an aqueduct in the Netherlands. What is an aqueduct? Is actually just a bridge going over a road. However, it's not a regular bridge. The bridge is kind of like filled with water. So that goes over the road that way. So you drive under the water. In the Netherlands, there is about 25 of those. And they're particularly situated in the western half of the Netherlands. For the reason being that with all that water out there and it being a country that would be half submerged if it wasn't for the system of mills and dikes and all that. So they are needed because otherwise ground transportation is just near impossible. So you need to have them in certain places. And that is why they're particularly prevalent in the western half of the country. So that's what that was about. Hey, look here. Cindy, hello from Spiker's Crazy Adventures. What's going on? Let's get your clip out here. Here they are, our first ever moderator. They were with us then, they are with us now, and I don't see them go anywhere anytime soon.
I'm glad.
Spikers from Spikers Crazy Adventures joining us once again. Welcome back, guys. MacW says that she's not a lurker this week. Nope, not this week. Yeah, I had an issue with autocorrect too, just the other day.
Yeah, he called me dog food.
Apparently, yeah. I hate that. Whenever, and particularly because, you get on your phone, type your message. You don't think anything of it. You think you wrote it all correct. But then your phone has this nasty habit of, and I'm dead convinced my phone does that. When I'm not paying attention, that is when those words get changed.
Yes.
At that moment.
And then
I press send, not thinking anything of it.
And you message your wife that she's dog food.
And next thing I know, I call Kimberly dog food. Really? That was so annoying. I hate when that happens. Cheryl Net are saying we went to Delaware today. That's like visiting another country, right?
Yeah, it is. There you go.
Sure. I mean, if you're in Europe, you can hop over the border, and like you can hop over the border here between states. So, yeah, travel between states, it can definitely be a different story. And like we said before, you can see the differences in the local cuisine or in the landscape, so we will. Speaking of which, we got something there behind us. We'll be playing that here shortly.
You know what was funny?
What?
Talking about autocorrect on our phones. The one time I was at work, and I was really busy at work, and I messaged Neil. He was home, and this is a good while back, and I messaged call, and I was going to put the something, and I didn't. And it was something about the plumber, I think. And it said, and then the message went through and it said, call Thor. And so I didn't look at my phone because I was really busy. It's when I was managing a cosmetics counter.
Yeah.
And I get in the car and I look at my phone and there's a message from Neil. Who the hell's Thor? And so, of course, I messaged back, God of Thunder. Yeah. Then I just get question marks. I'm like,
naturally.
You asked me who Thor was. It's the God of Thunder.
I suppose. Oh, boy. Cindy goes here. We are friends till the end. LOL. Hey, that's what I like to hear. Yeah. Awesome. Kenny says that he lurks a lot. Yeah.
No, you say hello, honey.
I disagree with that. No. You are definitely not a lurker, my friend. Nope. Absolutely not. Nick is having a great laugh here about the dog food incident. Then Nick adding to that, traveling between states is easier out east, where you can be in another state really quick. Here out west, it's a totally different story.
Yeah.
Unless you're at the Four Corners Monument.
Yes. And then you're in 4 states.
Yeah, I've taken a picture out there at some point when we did our tour through the Southwest. And Four Corners Monument is where Utah, Arizona, Colorado, and New Mexico come together, like right at that corner. And that monument was one of the stops on our itinerary. So very, very cool to walk around there. And I wish we would have arrived there a little bit earlier.
Get there earlier if you do that, because there are all stands set up.
Yeah.
And with all different types of local goods and things like that. By the time we got there, they were mostly all closed
I
up.
think a lot of those stands would sell native artwork. Yeah, absolutely.
And jewelry and things like that.
Yeah, so we did miss out on that, but nevertheless, the spot is very interesting. Absolutely. So, what? Oh, I see what we're talking about.
Really? Apparently, it's a night out.
Well, you know what, McW? I tried 1-800 Valhalla, but unfortunately, that I got a dead tone in. Didn't do anything. I guess for common Earthlings, it is not an option to call Thor. Oh boy!
Yeah.
Who is here? Lord of the
Gary.
Assless Chaps. And a gracious good evening.
He's having his night owl edition.
All
by
goodness.
Himself.
So we went from Sir Gary of the Beaches to Lord of the Assless Chaps.
Yes.
How the mighty have fallen from grace, I suppose.
I don't know.
Anyways, Gary, big welcome back to you, my friend. It's always good to have you here with us.
We were talking about Mexico, Gary.
Nick actually says there's something interesting, that the Four Corners Monument is not in the correct spot. Really?
That's good information.
Well, I can tell you this. In order to get to the Four Corners Monument, you actually need to drive a little bit into New Mexico. So from what I was reading left and right when I was there, that really was the spot out there. So I don't know, but enlighten us. Tell us how you know this, and then where the real spot is, so you will. Eric is having a great laugh here over Gary's new name.
Yes.
So is the Duchess. You have given titles a whole new meaning. Didn't he, though? And Anthony goes, Gary, how many names do you have? Who knows, right? And Eric says, good thing Gary keeps the same pick, or he might get kicked out. Oh, that's so
God.
funny. Gary is just trying them out. Okay. I see.
You might want to rethink those assless chaps for winter. It's going to be a little cold on your bike.
Then what is it going to be? Lord of the Frozen Cheeks?
Yes.
Oh, all right. And then we all caught up again. All right. Well, we got 23 fellow travelers in the chat. Quick reminder, if you haven't done so yet, hit those thumbs up for us if you enjoy our content. Very much appreciated. And please double check that you are subscribed to our channel. Given the large amount of content we have coming out every week, I would highly recommend to hit that notification bell on as well. And that way, you will be among the first ones to be notified whenever we get something new going on.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, there he is, our patron saint of international wildlife. MacW, that question was completely uncalled for. Oh boy.
I miss you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Nick D.
Yes.
From the state of Kentucky, tuning in once again. Undoubtedly, the master of the intended puns.
Yes, they're very good.
It's our
they're
Nick
amazing.
D. Welcome back. Gary changed his name back to Sir Gary of the Beaches. Apparently, he did like that a little bit better. Anthony says, what is for spring? After blooming. No, that would be Duke of the Blooming Asses then.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Megan asking, so you are the lurker today? Oh, that's great. All right, it is time for Guess the Background. So we're going to show you our background for today. I think it's a fairly easy one, but we are going to have everyone take a guess. Put that hand away, Kimberly. I said put it away. What is wrong with you? Anyways, this is our background for today. We're not going to announce the correct answer right off the bat. Like I said, we are going to give everyone a chance. What is the matter with you? You are hyper as can be.
Yes, I am.
I mean, you had bean stew for dinner.
Yes.
What did you put in your portion? Because I had the same bean stew and nothing happened to me.
I had 2 cookies.
Oh, it was the cookies, all right.
It's cookies.
Mexico! All right. Where did you see Mexico? Oh, McW. There's a new Mexico. Yes, why not, right? Why not? All right. I see some more activity in the chat going on. Hey, there's Maria. Hello, Neil, Kim, and everyone. Hello there, Maria. Welcome back here. And say hi to Rob. He's probably asleep by now. But whenever you see Robert again, please tell him hi from us. You will see them within a month's time.
I know. I can't wait.
Yep. Hey, Nick, always love your humor.
Yep.
He loves his own humor.
Yeah. I think he means Nick D.
I think so too. Nick, then with Guess the Background, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to pull an Anne Handley.
That was awesome.
Okay, so what Nick is referring to here.
The other week. We weren't even doing it yet. I mean, Anne gave longitude, land, and all of that. I mean, it was like everything.
Yeah, every bit of
GPS coordinates.
We could have asked for. Anne had it right there. And
how many people went there last year? You know, I mean, it was like.
And so Guess the Background only ended up lasting for just about 7 seconds.
Yeah, and we got a book report.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, I'm telling you. All right, so without saying whether or not you are correct, I'm going over these comments here. I see several guesses coming in. Gary thinks that this might be the Grand Canyon. Eric says Horseshoe Bend. MacW thought New Mexico. Troy says, do chaps come with a coffin? Oh my goodness.
Those are just leather pants.
Nick D says the moderate canyon.
It wasn't really grand. It was only moderate.
It's only moderate. That's funny. Eric then changing his guess to Page, Arizona.
Well, I think he's saying Horseshoe Bend in Page, Arizona.
Oh, okay. All right. Troy says Colorado River, Horseshoe Bend. Nick then Horseshoe Bend in Page, Arizona, driving a big gulch on the highway from Flagstaff. Up there, scared the heck out of me. The highway going up that steep mountain is so scary. We may have been on a few roads like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
In Utah, the land of no guardrails.
Yeah, that's right. And as a fellow tour director told us, that's perfectly safe because it's Utah. That's how they feel about it over there.
He's like, he really wears when there is a guardrail.
Yeah.
How unsafe is it that there's actually a guardrail?
Apparently.
Oh my gosh.
Sean and Ilana got, I guess, Olaru's brother Alice Springs is in the background. Ooh, okay. Any more guesses coming in? McW having a good laugh over Nick's comment here. Maria says, looking forward to spending time with everyone on the cruise. So are we. We can't wait. We're very, very much looking forward. It is just a short cruise, of course, but hey, I have a feeling we're going to have a fantastic time out there. Then Cheryl and Nett are saying, we guess it is Horseshoe Bend in Arizona. All right. Heather says Bryce Canyon. That is her guess for the background.
I love Bryce Canyon.
Yeah, that was on our itinerary as well. And that scenery wise, it rivals the Grand Canyon. Truly does. But it doesn't you can't really compare the two, even though they're both like canyon landscapes. They have their own character. They're vastly different. So very much enjoyed Bryce Canyon, and particularly with like the sunrise or the sunset. That is when you want to be there. That's absolutely gorgeous. Hey Heather, if Dawn is out there, please tell him hi from us, if you will. Dan goes, that has to be Ketchikan.
I love Ketchikan.
Okay. Well, speaking of Ketchikan, I actually started working on the vlog about that.
Did you?
Yes. And I think that might very well be already our last Alaska cruise vlog that I'm working on. Yeah, I've been going a little bit edit crazy, and that might explain the 6 premieres we have scheduled now. And I believe we're good through the first week of November.
Good.
The Duchess with a very serious guest, no doubt, saying this might be Tokyo. Paul Vines thinks it might be Glenwood Canyon. Okay, and Nick says, I've been to Horseshoe Bend. I went there on my big road trip last year. It's so cool and beautiful to see in person. Yes, it is, because Horseshoe Bend was on our itinerary as well. And Gary says, you have to do a sunset at Carlsbad Caverns. I'll take your word for that, Gary. I'll take your word for that. Troy says, try Ireland. 1-lane roads with 2-way traffic on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
I still swear. A car passing the opposite direction grabbed my drink out of my hand, took a sip, and handed it back.
Oh my God.
That is great. Oh, and no guardrail, Troy adds to that. Yeah, that isn't always common. Now, you have guardrails in Italy, but they serve an entirely different purpose, right, Kimberly?
On them.
Yeah, if there's a traffic jam out there,
everybody just gets out and pees
use
on
it
the
as an
guardrail.
urinal. Hey, Don is actually out there with Heather. He says hi to everyone he's watching on the TV. All right.
Hi, Don.
So we've really filled up the living room.
Yes.
Awesome. But anyways, how's it going, Don? Glad to have both of you here with us tonight. And I'm looking forward to traveling with you too again. If, another trip comes up, or that would be awesome. That would really be awesome.
Do you want to go to Mexico?
Well, we know they like Mexico. That's for sure.
Let's go to Mexico.
That's for sure. Absolutely. I would love for them to come to Mexico with us again.
Yeah.
For sure. Nick says, I had plans to drive in Ireland last year, but we all know what happened with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the COVID came and end of story. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. All right. I don't see any more guesses coming in, so I will be announcing the correct answer momentarily. If you haven't guessed yet, but you would like to put your guess in, please do so now. Now is the time to do that. Let's see here. Gary talking to Heather. Good. I'm not seeing any more guesses coming in. So for those of you, and I do believe that Eric was the first one to mention it. Yes, this is indeed Horseshoe Bend. Very good. So everyone who had Horseshoe Bend, I know Nick P also had that guess, and some other fellow travelers as well. That is indeed correct. So if you had Horseshoe Bend, congratulations. Good job. We'll show you the picture one more time. It is actually a picture that I took myself. It was a bit difficult to take the picture because of the way the sun was coming in.
There was people there being stupid.
Yeah. As in standing very, very, very close to the cliff, basically.
No, they were on the cliff and doing like this
cliff, yeah.
and stuff. I mean, they had went over a railing, and I'm like...
Yeah, is that really your best plan?
I mean, why would... No!
No. And we've seen it elsewhere too. In the Grand Canyon, same story.
Everywhere. You see these people doing these stupid things to take these stupid pictures.
And then you wonder why people die every year in these national parks.
Yeah.
But that is a big part of it.
I mean, of course, there's horrible, like, weather-related accidents that happen or rock falls.
Yeah, true.
And then, but I think, I'll tell you what, I'd like to know what the percentage is of stupid.
Exactly. A lot of it is preventable. I mean, just like going out there without any water.
Yeah.
That's another bad idea.
You know, let's go. It's only 105. Let's go hiking.
Particularly in Arizona.
Yeah, let's go hiking through the desert at 105 degrees. Yeah, I don't need any water.
Yeah, bad plan.
You know what? No hat, no sunscreen.
And the kicker is too that a lot of these national parks have actually water stations where you can fill your bottle.
Yeah.
So if you have a reusable bottle, all you need to do is just fill it up.
Yeah.
So it's really not that hard to obtain water really, or bring it with you.
No,
even.
and if you're doing some serious hiking, they have those backpacks now that you can like have water in and drink out of.
Yeah. Let's see here, but I agree with Nick saying that it is really beautiful to see in person Horseshoe Bend. And you know what is really cool, and I'm sure several of you, because we're all travelers in here, but we got a screensaver on the TV with all these scenic views of places. And more pictures will come by of places where we have actually been.
Which is so cool.
So I remember seeing Bryce Canyon at some point.
Horseshoe
Bend was one of them at some point. Tulum in Mexico was another one that came by. And it's like, my gosh, we've actually been there.
I know.
Now.
That
How
feels
cool
good.
is that? Yeah. All right, going down the chat again.
I think you were past a lot of this and you went back.
No, yeah, I think so too. So I'm trying to figure out where I was. And Sean and Alana go, what? It was not Ularu's brother? I suppose not. No. Nick says that they're very serious about charging the $10 per vehicle to park there. They have spikes in the road to block the traffic at the parking. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, Nick, because for those of you who missed the live stream in which we were talking about the tour we did out in the Southwest, not only were we the tour managers, but I was the chauffeur as well. So I did all the driving. And indeed, they have those spikes in the road to block traffic at the parking for Horseshoe Bend. And I wasn't sure at first if I was even supposed to drive, to just get to the exit. Turned out that all I had to do was just keep driving. Then the spikes will go down and you're going to be just fine. But don't throw your car in reverse, because you will end up with some serious tire damage. And they do warn you for that with the signs and everything. But wow, they are very serious indeed about charging that fee per vehicle. Bay Ronnie's Canyon? What? I never heard of that. MacW says it's a wonderful picture. Thank you. Thank you so much. Eric says, I want my 10 million points.
Fine. You can have 10 million points. You can use them in Mexico.
In Mexico again?
Yes.
That has never happened before.
No.
Nick, then I saw a boat going around the bend when I was there in August of last year. So crazy, and how small the boat was compared to how big the bend is in the Colorado River. Yep. Oh, yes. And it's kind of like deceptive because you're at elevations that, but you at the same time, you can see very far. So you're going to struggle figuring out exactly how high and how big it is. The only thing to really go by is look down and see how small the people are. That gives you a little bit, of a clue. But absolutely gorgeous out there, that's for sure. Heather says, Mexico, yes. DR, no. Are you talking about your upcoming cruise? I do second that, Heather. No need for us to go back to the Dominican Republic, but Mexico, on the other hand, yes.
Like I said, we were talking about trying to get another Mexico in before the end of this year, but it didn't seem like too many fellow travelers could do that.
No.
So, and we're doing a 3-day cruise that we're going with Gary and Dewey and Maria and everybody. That we're going to be going on a 3-day Royal Caribbean in November, which we're very much looking forward to.
Oh yeah.
And but we're looking at when to do Mexico. I mean, a lot of people are saying March. I mean, we could definitely do January too.
But not too close to the beginning though.
No, end of January.
I would probably prefer March.
Really?
Yeah. But if it so happens that most fellow travelers are able to travel end of January, well, different story. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. Direct message Kimberly when you're available to go to Mexico, if you're interested, of course, in going there with us. And then we're going to figure something out as far as dates are concerned. Nick says, I saw the same stuff when I was at the Grand Canyon Horseshoe Bend last year myself, guys. People are so stupid that they are. Yep. The whole trying to get that perfect shot. Well, guess what? You can get perfect shots right in front of the fence. I mean,
and you know what? Or themselves standing there on the cliff and they're doing their selfie in the background. But meanwhile, you know how many people, like I said, I want to know how many people every year die.
Plenty.
From just taking the wrong step back. Oh, let me get into the shot a little bit more. Oh, wait a minute. That was a cliff.
Yeah. Too bad. That was the last picture they took. Gary says, guess nobody got my guess. I suppose not.
I'm sorry.
Troy says, go do a ride along with your local PD or EMS. You will see Stupid Infinite. Oh, yeah. I can imagine. Shell Net are saying, who's up for the Royal Caribbean's Around the World cruise in 2023-2024?
Actually, I'm looking into that for somebody already. If you're interested in going, let me know. I'm going to call them tomorrow and try to get some pricing on it.
I don't think it will be for us, though, because we cannot be that long away from home for the dog. No,
but I mean, anybody who's interested in going on that, please, I will happily book you into it.
Absolutely, yeah. Anyway, Cheryl and Ed, what is all on that itinerary?
Everything.
Really?
Everything. It's like 274 days or something.
Yeah. But what are some really notable stops? Is what I want to know.
Everything.
That is a lot.
It's just everything.
Okay.
I think you'd do better off saying the places that weren't on it.
Peroni's disease. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that did fly over our heads, Gary. Sean and Lana say, Neil Kimberly, give Eric 250 million P&O Australia points to be redeemed this Christmas.
Okay.
All right, we can do that. We can certainly do that. The Duchess is asking thoughts on Jamaica over Mexico.
Hey, I'm up for Jamaica.
Either or would work for us, depending on what our fellow travelers lean towards stronger is probably what we're going to go with. But for us, either Jamaica or Mexico
is fine.
Yeah, we're as you know, we're fans of both countries for different reasons. So, yeah. Gary says January can be cold in Mexico for us Southerners. What? Mexico cold? I mean, you're probably still looking at 80-degree weather. That's
or more.
Yeah, or more. That's pretty warm for us. Eric says, I'm going to Disney at the middle to end of January. Okay, so that wouldn't work for Eric. All right. Cheryl and Ed are saying, we really can't go because our dog would disown us when we get back, but would love to know what the cost of that cruise would be. Okay. Gotcha. Well, you're going to be finding that out anyway, so you might as well let them know then. But, well, speaking about around the world cruises, is that something any of you have actually considered to do? Because me and Kimberly have been going back and forth on it, but I just really don't think that for practical reasons it's an option. I mean, we cannot be away from home for that kind of time. I don't think that would be...
I'd miss Eddie.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to do that to our dog. And yeah, like Cheryl and Ed are saying too, Eddie would probably disown us as well. So, yeah. Sean and Alana saying, guys, you could almost come to Australia in January. Almost. Gary, then I've been to Cozumel in January and the high was in the 60s.
Really?
Cozumel with a high in the 60s in January? Really?
Because, well,
that seems really cold for Cozumel.
We've done Mexico in February, which is only a month different, and it was really warm.
Yeah. I mean... Do you ever remember going to Mexico it being cold?
No, never.
I mean, it was either warm or hot.
Yeah.
Max says she would love to going on a world cruise, but simply not really realistic. Okay.
But Mexico is.
Yeah. Gary says we have to go down to Belize before it reaches into the 70s. Wow.
I think you just hit a cold snap, Gary.
It must have been, yeah. Now, Sean and Alana have considered the Around the World cruise. The bank does not agree with us.
That can happen. Yeah.
I mean, just that alone, of course, might be an objection. But
in some of these, I mean, I've seen them run anywhere between 30,000 and like 120,000.
I'm sure there's vast differences in pricing. Yeah, no doubt.
And differences in what you get. Now, I did look at this Royal Caribbean a little bit, and apparently it does include the drink package. It does include laundry service. All your food. I think there's even some shore excursions included, and your gratuities were also included. So it's an all upfront price, which I think is good. Because let's face it, on 275 days or whatever, if they're nickel and diming you, at the end of 275 days, that's a lot of nickels and dimes.
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, you figure if they're only, oh, well, that was only $10 a day.
Yeah, no. The Duchess is pointing something out here, that an around the world cruise is mostly sea days. You have only 54 ports in 274 days. Yeah, there is that to consider. If you are not a fan of sea days and you mostly get on a cruise because you want to see the destinations, then you may want to reconsider a world cruise, even if money was not an objection. Because then, that's simply not really something for you. Harry goes, good, Lord, that's a lot of money. Yeah. Like Ronnie would say, oh, Lord, something like that. I cannot do it the way Ronnie does, but I can try, right? Duchess then says, quote I saw was 78K per person for a balcony, all inclusive. Yeah. Well, if you are like going almost for a year on a cruise, you can start to expect that kind of prices for sure. Yeah. Gary says he was on the same cruise when it was flurrying in Fort Lauderdale. We had our parkas on when we left Miami. Temperature there was in the 30s.
You know what? Years ago, on my first cruise, which would have been back in 2007, 2008, somewhere in there, when I went with my friend Annette, we stayed in Florida, and it was cold in Florida, and they were having trouble with the lizards freezing and falling out of the trees and killing people.
How does that even work? I mean,
because
really, they actually fall out of trees on people's heads
and kill them,
and then they kill them because they're frozen.
Yeah, it's like getting hit with a frozen meatloaf.
Okay.
From a tree, from that kind of height into your head. Imagine how big an iguana is. Imagine it frozen solid.
Oh, if it was the one I held in Jamaica, then that's pretty freaking big.
That's heavy.
Yeah. But wow, that is very unusual though for Lauderdale and Miami even to get 30s. I mean, here in our area, you hit 30s in the winter. Yeah, that's average.
That's warm.
That's that can be warm. But out there in the south, you hit that. Not quite.
That was that trip that when it was during the day and the little tiny little gecko lizards and stuff. That's the one. That was the trip that they kept loving to be in my hair. Yeah.
In your hair?
Yeah, I kept getting little lizards on my hair.
But they loved you.
I know. And that would be like, just.
Oh, wow. Gary says iguanas are cold-blooded reptiles, I believe. Well, they were particularly cold-blooded then. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay.
What? Who wants to go to Egypt?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Egypt. We forgot to point something very important out. But first things first. So, as you may have seen, not too long ago, we put a little clip up about our Egypt trip that is hopefully going to take place next year. The trip has been put together. All we need now is fellow travelers. So, when does that take place? End November, right?
No. End October into November.
And I keep confusing that. Okay, so end October going into
like
November.
October. It goes like October 30th.
And that's what, 10 days?
Yeah,
something like that. Okay, so end of October going into November, 10 days, and numerous sites included.
And there's also a 4-night now cruise on there too.
That is included too. Yes.
Yes.
So. We will be headed to Egypt, hopefully, then. Now, what we forgot to point out is that for early bookers, there's actually a discount.
Yes. So it's like $100.
That is still valid for, I believe, when does that end? End of December?
I think so.
Something like that. So still plenty of time if you're interested in coming along with us for that, no doubt, epic trip, because it's going to be an epic trip. If you haven't seen the clip, it's only like 2.5 minutes. We highly recommend checking it out, because literally everything you see in that clip and more is what we're going to be seeing and doing out there in Egypt. So again, check it out and let us know if you're interested. And once again, there is an early bookers discount. Let's see. Sean and Lana saying, man, we get 30s. We are celebrating, going swimming and to barbecues. Well, I think you're confusing that with Celsius there, Sean and Ilana. Although, to be honest with you, I don't really need 30s in Celsius because that comes down to upper 80s going into the 90s in Fahrenheit. So, and for us, it doesn't need to be that hot. I mean, we live in the north and we're perfectly happy with the climate as far as that is concerned. And when it gets a little bit too long, well into the 80s, we're like, gee, we could go back to a little colder temperatures. So, but that is, of course, in the end, a matter of preference. Gary says, oh, crap, did I book a cruise for October 2023?
I don't know.
I don't know if you did. But it's, mind you, end of October when the
And
Egypt
it's
trip is.
2022.
Yeah, it's 2022, not 2023. It's 2022 when the trip is going to take place to Egypt. So, yeah. So, have any of you guys tasted any food from odd places lately? That's what I want to know.
Well, we're going to be doing, we are going to be trying the Mediterranean restaurant.
Yes, here in Greensburg.
Yes.
There has been a new Mediterranean place that opened. Now, mind you, when we say Mediterranean,
it is Syrian food.
It's actually Middle Eastern, Syrian food, and not so much Western Mediterranean, like Spanish, Italian, that kind of dishes. But think more along the lines of stuffed grape leaves. Probably something like, what else do they have? Lamb.
Yeah.
Ouzo, probably. They might have ouzo. I don't know.
I don't think so.
That's more Greek.
Yeah.
Then we are. What else? What is that stuff you always like with the eggplant?
Oh, moussaka.
Moussaka, is that what it is?
Greek.
That's Greek too, huh? Yeah. But the funny thing is, Greek and Turkish cuisines are very much alike.
Yeah, but this is Syrian.
True. So I'm very curious how much alike that is going to be.
They do have
to
stuffed
Greek and
grape
Turkish
leaves.
food.
I
Oh
read
yeah.
And I love.
But that
those.
seems to be in that entire region
Yeah.
quite prevalent.
And we both love those.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. I knew I stayed away from that month for a reason, says Gary.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there you go. Paul says that he loves a good lamb steak.
You know what? I love lamb.
Lamb is awesome. Lamb is awesome.
If it's prepared well. If it's not prepared well, then not so much.
Yes. It's a hit or miss. Is that what it was, Kimberly? Baba ganoush?
I love baba ganoush.
Yeah, that's very much your thing, huh?
Yeah, I like that too.
Falafel is another one.
Falafel.
Oh, you call that falafel?
I say falafel. What do you say?
Okay. So do you say falafel or falafel? Gary says he doesn't like Eastern Mediterranean food at all. Really?
Okay.
Well, hey, it's a matter of preference, of course. Yeah, but for us,
they have tabbouleh.
The tabbouleh. Oh, I love tabbouleh.
He loves that.
That is awesome.
And shawarma.
McW. Shawarma.
I like shawarma. Yeah.
You had that in the Netherlands the first time, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So keep in mind, in the Netherlands, there is a lot of immigrants from the Middle East and from some other countries. And one of the things that did get introduced into the cuisine for that reason is shawarma. Now, you can go to any Turkish snack bar or restaurant. They more than likely have shawarma or anything along those lines. Very likely they will have that for you. And I think that's made with lamb too, right?
Shawarma?
The original anyways. I mean, I know that my mom used to always make it with pork meat, but obviously that is not the original version. So, but yeah, that's delicious. Kimberly is correct, Gary says. So you say
falafel.
He says falafel too. What is couscous? Paul says
it's a grain.
Yeah, it puts you a little bit in the mindset of like rice, Paul, but not quite. It's like more grainy.
Another grain. And I make it at home, and I make it's an instant one, and you can put water in it, and they come in flavors and stuff, and then it's fluffy. But I make it with I make it with tomato basil soup.
That works real well.
And I put that in for the liquid, and then I serve that as a side dish, and it goes with so many things.
Yeah. Duchess goes, you lose on those, Neil. Definitely falafel. Oh, it is falafel.
Falafel.
Well, this says falafel. Hey, what is that?
He had that coming.
You hate me. That was a hashtag hit him again.
Yes, it's been a while.
No,
It's been a while.
no, don't do that. I need to get my pamphlet out
You
again.
and your pamphlet.
Remember, I got my pamphlet
Yes.
from the immigration authorities here that there is protection for me if I suffer abuse. What? What do you see now? What?
Eric B. I didn't realize there was a big cruise going on then.
Yeah, that is that group cruise where the Down Under cruises are going on
Is that
too.
in 22? I thought it was in 23.
Was it?
I'm
gonna let them answer for that, but I thought that was when but when their group cruise takes place. So the Spikers are supposed to be on there.
Yeah, I know about that one.
I think Eric then and Sean and Ilana.
Yeah.
I think Dwight and Heather from Us and More might be on that one.
I thought it was 2023. I didn't think it was 2022.
Well, we're gonna let them answer that question then. Was that 2022 or 2023? Gary further elaborating for Paul that couscous is an African dish made from semolina. I believe you will find couscous also in like the Moroccan cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny says that he is still out there listening and watching in the background. All right, that's always appreciated. Thank you so much. Meg W says that sounds great. Oh yeah, if you're referring to that tomato basil soup and mixing that in with the couscous, that's delicious. That really does work. Gary shouting abuse. Yes, exactly. And that is what only what's going on screen. You don't know what happens if we're not on screen.
Stop it.
What? Here, look are you punching me now? Eric is pointing out that cruise is indeed taking place in 2022.
Well, the good news is you would be back in time.
A week later, really?
Yes, it's okay.
I don't know if his job is going to let him. I mean, there is that to keep in mind, of course, as well. So, Anthony is asking, where is Eddie? Where is Eddie?
I think he's in the living room sleeping.
Living room? Yeah, he is. He's out on a love set in the living room, Anthony, just hanging out there and kind of chilling. That's what he does. Gary says that he doesn't want to know what happens off screen. No, you don't. You don't. So don't you worry. We won't share that with you. Kimberly, no. We're not doing that. No. You're going to poke my eye out at some point. You're too clumsy to do that. You know that's true.
So when you see Neil with a patch.
Yeah, you know what happens. What are you trying to create? A symmetry? Yeah. I already lost hearing in one ear. Now I will also have one eye.
Oh, your hearing's fine.
What did you say?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
I'm doing this.
Oh, boy.
Well, okay, so we talked about that.
About what?
We talked about Egypt.
Yes. I really can't wait for that one.
I know.
It will be the first time we set foot in Africa, so we get to tag on a new continent.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, then of course another country as well. That just says, Pirate Neil, Halloween is coming up. Oh, gee. Are you one of those who wants to see me dressed up as a pirate?
I certainly do.
Kimberly has been telling me that for the longest time. You should get dressed up as a pirate.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Halloween. Just saying.
I like McW's commentary. Call the authorities. Yes, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. We need to. I need to get the authorities involved in my pamphlet. I will show them my pamphlet. Like, hey, listen, 8 years ago, you guys told me if I suffer abuse here at home.
8 years, huh?
Yeah, 8 years.
8 years.
And then there's help for me.
You've been married 8 years.
Huh?
Wow.
How about that?
Wow.
And we're still both alive.
That's a miracle.
It's going to be some happy bookmakers out there. Okay. Let's see here. What else do you have for our fellow travelers?
Just in case, I'm going to put this out there. In case you and your husband or wife and 7 other couples that you happen to know would like to do the Christmas markets, that's still out there. It could still be done.
Yes, it could be, although time is running out for the Christmas markets,
I
unfortunately.
know. We needed well, the company needed, what was it? 8 couples.
Yeah, that is
And
not
then
enough time.
yeah, when they just put it out there, I mean, it's all set up. When they just put it out there, they said, okay, we need 8 couples, and there was so much interest, and then EU got put on the naughty list, and then all the interest went away. So that one isn't going to go unless we find 8 couples that are interested in going.
There you go. Gary says to Megan, we do not want to know what's going on off screen, so we don't want to see Neil in a pirate's costume. Thank you. Thank you. Did you read Gary's comment?
I think, okay, we'll get him so are you going to use the pirate costume for the cruise?
No! Megan having a good laugh over Gary's comment there. Yeah. All right, here's another question for you. Did you ever go to a place, like either a country
I've been to a place.
or a state? You don't know what I'm about to ask.
I've been to places.
You're a traveler, of course you've been to places. Anyways, but ever been to a place or a country, a state, something like that, and when you were there, you saw something that really made you go like, that is so typical for this country or for this state, that's not even funny. Something like that.
You mean like in the Netherlands when you see a windmill?
It could be. It could be. Or that one of those large things of beer in Germany, the masses.
Oh, the must beer.
I could go for those. But maybe something more unusual than the obvious.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I know when I went to the Netherlands, the first one was like, yeah, there are windmills and tulips.
Yeah, there are.
Lots of them.
But it depends on where you are.
And you know what, too, is all over the Netherlands, they will sell you tulip bulbs to bring home with you, including at the airport.
Yeah. All right. Sean and Lana also saying, I would be worried seeing Neil in his birthday suit. Also, yes, exactly.
A birthday suit.
Yeah, birthday suit. There you go. Yes, exactly.
It's naked.
I get that, Kimberly.
Naked.
Congratulations, Kimberly, says McW.
Thank you.
Gary says, now if Kimberly wore a Busty Bar Wenches outfit, that would be a different story. Oh, I see, Gary. I see. That's how that is, huh? Saying to the Duchess, now I got it. The perfect costume for Kimberly would be Elvira, Mistress of the Night.
Elvira.
Oh boy, that is too funny. But yeah, if you ever been to any of those places, say you went to, I don't know, whatever state or country, and it was like, oh gee, that is really typical for that state or country.
No, just the windmills.
Just the windmills.
Yeah.
Also, this Monument Valley in Arizona.
Okay.
That was for me very. I mean, that might be a bit obvious, but that.
But that's a natural thing. I thought you meant like something cultural.
Anything, really.
I think your question is vague.
It is not vague.
His question is vague. Let's go back to the pirate costume.
What about the pirate costume?
I think that sounds good.
No, it doesn't. McW is saying, not really odd, but I remember being in Italy and the laid-back way everyone behaved. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is something that's actually across the Mediterranean part of Europe. Yeah, the pace of life tends to be a little bit slower out there. And yeah, there's very much the attitude of tomorrow going on, mañana, as they always say out there, in Spain, that is. But yeah, whether you're in Spain or in Italy, Portugal for that matter, Greece, it's all a little slower pace of life. Anthony says, are you guys dressing up Friday the day before Halloween on your life?
No.
Did not plan on it, Anthony.
Unless he has that pirate costume.
You and your pirate costume, for real. Eric says, is pointing out the narrow alleyways in Rome. I can totally see that. Yeah. And Duchess says, oh my gosh, Gary, she can totally pull that off. And she convinced Neil to be on a leash. That's Megan, just because my name starts with an N as well doesn't mean that I share the same preferences as Nick does. Simply Kiara, hello, hello,
Hi.
welcome, welcome. I do not recall seeing you in here before, so big and warm welcome to you. Quick rundown on how we roll here. You will notice that we go over a ton of comments in our live stream. That is what we like to do. We like to actually have a conversation with everyone who is here with us, rather than going story after story while you slowly fall asleep. So please do tell us a little bit about yourself. And hey, if you are a traveler, then please tell us where do you like to travel and what kind of travel do you like. We got all kinds of travelers in here. We got everything from RVers, backpackers, cruisers, folks that like all-inclusive resorts, city tours, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Gary then says, out of all my travels besides the Caribbean, I love Central Europe the best.
Okay.
I can understand that. Czech Republic comes to mind.
Oh, I love the Czech Republic.
And me and Kimberly both agree.
Bridge
It's awesome there. It's absolutely awesome there. Eric says, Iceland, the waterfalls and everything in general is so Iceland. Yes, I bet. Yeah, I like the nature out there. Yep. The Dutch is having a good laugh over the comment I made. Simply Kiara is actually from the Caribbean.
Where
Are
is the
you?
Caribbean?
That's awesome. So where at? Are we talking Bahamas or Jamaica or
Where?
Truckers, says Paul Vines. Okay. So what does that remind you of? Dutchie says, so, leash for an hour or being locked in a bunker with Sweet Caroline on blast. The choice is...
Oh, my God.
Megan, you have known me longer than today, and you should know what I would choose here. I would simply take out the person that's trying to force this upon me. That is how that would go.
Just neither. Or cheese.
Yeah. No.
I think one of those things, or a big brick of blue cheese.
No. Gary says Italy, Austria, Switzerland, Germany, and Poland. So that area out there. Okay. Simply Kiara is from Jamaica. That's awesome.
I love Jamaica.
Yeah, we love it there. Your country is amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely
beautiful.
Amazing and gorgeous. And you have the absolute best coffee in the world.
Yes.
Blue Mountain coffee.
Best in the world.
Hands down.
We love it.
Forget about Colombian coffee. Forget about whatever. Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee.
That's our favorite.
That's our favorite. Paul says, LOL, a way of traveling. Yeah, well, yeah, of course, that's a way of traveling. Yep. Eric says, Central Europe is amazing. Hoping to see Budapest and back to Prague in June. Oh, Budapest
Very
is on
nice.
our list still. We still need to go there.
Yep.
Absolutely. And that is going to happen at some point. Prague, how can you not love Prague? If you haven't been there, definitely recommend if you're interested in stereotypical ancient medieval Europe. A lot of old buildings out there in Prague are still intact. Somehow the Czechs managed to keep it very pristine, the condition in which many of these buildings and monuments are. Highly recommend. Prague is an absolutely gorgeous city. Duchess says, fine, we will settle on a kilo of Gouda and a pony keg of Heineken.
Oh.
Megan, what did
She's
I ever
trying to
do
kill
to you?
you.
What did I ever do to you?
You know what? I miss you. I miss Megan.
Gary says, Jablumen? What is Jablumen? Something is blooming? McW says, sounds like I need to go to Jamaica for coffee. If you are a coffee fan, then yes, hands down you should. That actually will become a pilgrimage for you. Gary, then only one equal to Jablumen, and that's Lona. You've completely lost me here, Gary. You've completely lost me here. Kona.
That's a kind of coffee.
Kona is, that is a particular kind of coffee. Oh boy, look here. Wait a moment. Did I hear Spain? Yeah, briefly you did, Rafael. Briefly you did. So let's first get a Spanish guitar out for you. Let's have a look here. There we go. Originally from Spain, but now living in Oklahoma, it's Rafael tuning in from Visos Travel, one of our moderators here in the International Travelers Hangout. Welcome back, amigo. Welcome back. Anthony says, I can drink coffee at night. I won't sleep. Yeah, there's that issue. Paul Vines likes good old Folgers.
You know what? What do we get? We get Maxwell House at home.
Yes, we do. Our house brand is Maxwell House, but if given a choice, yeah, we would still go for Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just out of this world good. But for here, just at home, we do like our Maxwell House. Absolutely. McW is asking, Anthony, you sleep? And I want to go back to our other comment here. You're brutal. Yes. And you know what, Mac? I don't know what I did to her. I really don't. I mean, this one here, poking in my ear and doing all that, I'm kind of used to that. But this is just sheer brutality that I'm suffering here at the hands of our Duchess.
I know. I can't wait to
Are
get
you
together
two up
again.
to something? You two are up to something,
We're
aren't
always
you?
up to something. Have you met us?
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. Gary says, Jabluman is the name of the Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee and is on par with Hawaiian Kona coffee to me. Ah, okay. Now, I don't think we've ever tried Hawaiian Kona coffee, but I would definitely be interested in trying that at some point. McW says, I don't think that it is just you, Neil. Probably not. Probably not. All right. Well, I think we're going to start wrapping it up in here.
I think so too.
But it seems like the new time slot was
it's better.
Was better for many of our fellow travelers. So off to a good start for the new time slot for our International Travelers Hangout. McW says that she's had Kona beer. You did?
Wow.
How was that?
We should do another one of those beer tastings.
Yeah, but probably do it on a live stream.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think we should make a video out of it.
I like doing it on the live.
Either a beer or a wine tasting.
I like when we have the different beers. That's fun.
It's all fun and good. Different foods even we could do.
Would that be something you would like? Let us know.
Yep. The Duchess says that the new time slot rocks.
Good.
McW also says this, but that is like yum. Okay. The Kona beer is yum. Good deal. Anthony says, I've had a Kona ice cream bar.
Okay.
Looks like Kona is quite a versatile brand. Paul says that Konami beer is a little bitter. Okay, then you probably are not going to like it. It has a better shot with me then. I can usually tolerate more bitter, beers a little more.
You say bitter Bowen?
No, bitter beer.
Bitter Bowen?
McW loves seeing tastings. Okay, good deal. And Gary says, question, do you have a coffee bean grinder?
No.
Cheryl and Ed are saying it's all fun and game till someone loses an eye and has to be a pirate.
Pirate!
Cheryl and Ed, this is all part of a plot. She's thinking, if I just try hard enough, then sooner or later I will poke his eye out, and then he will always be a pirate.
I don't want to poke your eye out. You have such pretty eyes.
Hey, Steve Morales in the house. Hello there, my friend. How are you doing?
Hello.
Always good seeing you in here. And he's reminding everyone to hit those thumbs up. Yes, please do. Now's a good time if you haven't done so yet. We are unfortunately about to wrap it up in here. But
Is he coming yelling at people?
On your way out, make sure you hit those thumbs up for us if you haven't already done so yet. We very much appreciate that. And we do have some more things coming up this week.
We do?
So, yes, here, look, I got a whole schedule here.
Wow.
The first thing that is going to be coming up, let me have a look here. Friday night, we have, of course, at 11 p.m. EDT, our ever more infamous Night Owl edition. So we'll be playing a good old-fashioned game of All Roads Lead to Travel. So very much looking forward to that. Let's see. Then on Sunday, yes, this Sunday, we have a vlog for you at 7:45 p.m. EDT about the El Dorado Seaside Suites. That's an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. And we're going to give you a tour of that resort and then followed directly on Monday by another one of our Alaska vlogs. And that is going to be about the Mendenhall Glacier
Oh, I love
during
that.
our stop in Juneau.
I
So
really enjoyed that.
two vastly different vlogs. Do check them out if you will. And then we'll be back on Wednesday at the new usual time, which is 9 p.m. EDT for our regular live stream. If you are not yet a member of our To Travel and Tour community, please do join us. Very easygoing and laid back group that we have on the Facebook. Anything travel, food, or drink related is allowed to be posted, and we count on people's common sense not to spam or post anything too questionable in the community. But other than that, we don't do a whole list of questions before you can even join. We don't like to roll that way. So let's see, do we have anything else? Oh yeah, if you are interested in traveling with us, there are options. So
please travel with us.
We are looking into going to either Mexico or perhaps Jamaica, but I think more people are leaning towards Mexico here. If that is the case, shoot Kimberly a direct message or give her a call, or any way, shape or form you can anything, any way you can contact her. Tell her when you would ideally be able to travel with us and where you would like to go. And also, if you're interested in our Egypt trip next year, then also contact her, and we'll see about taking care of all of that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Good. Duchess says lots of content coming. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Yes, that is right. Important. Like I said, we have lots of stuff coming here. MacW once again cheering on the 9 p.m.
You know what's weird?
What?
We ate dinner before the live stream.
I know. We're gonna have to get used to that.
I was just thinking I could eat because I'm just done with the
live stream. Yeah, you're programmed
so
that way now. So we may end up actually eating something after we wrap this up. Anyways, big thank you to everyone who joined us today for our first time in the new time that we elected for our Wednesday edition. It was great to be talking to everyone again. Special thank you, of course, to our moderators who made sure that everything went nice and smooth. What are you laughing about? Kimberly can easily be reached via Morse code, Pony Express, and Snail Mail also.
Wow!
On that note,
yes.
Thank you so much for joining us, and until next time, this is Neil.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is To Travel and Tour TV. Bye.
Bye.